This might be bad. Boom. Okay, we're going to need to jump here. Fiend. Damn. Okay, that thing needs to die. Immune to suffocation. That doesn't do me any good, does it? Use this. Good, good, good. All I wanted was the fiend to die. Now I need to get my ass in there and repair my oxygen. Shit. I didn't think I would die that quick. Damn it. Oh, well, that's how you know that this game is it's fairly difficult. Hello everybody. I am Centerna and this is Void War. This is a game that, if you're familiar with Faster Than Light, it's about you're in a spaceship and you can collect stuff. You can make different choices along the way. It's randomly generated, so there's always something new. And this basically takes what Faster Than Light is. I'll probably pop it on the screen somewhere right about now, what it is, like what Faster Than Light is, so you guys can get kind of a gist of what this game is. But let's hop right in and you guys can see along the way. We were already playing. I am pretty much almost dead. So what happened is I got an option and we got attacked. Right over here. We went from this little node here over here, and what we essentially got is we got shafted. So they destroyed our boarding, I believe it's called launch bay, which you use to launch yourself over to the enemy. And I had about, I believe if I remember correctly, I had like 6 crew members at some point, but I got invaded and they died. So this is a fairly, oh what the hell, cannot unequip crew will die. Oh, I see, because he's in 3 health. I got you. So I'm still learning this game, obviously, but I'm having a blast and I hope you guys will also enjoy, because it's a pretty interesting game. It's very interesting. I don't know if it's too loud, by the way. But yeah, so we just healed. Our guy is nice and full health, so there's a boss fight there. Let's go see. You happen upon a death cult vessel lying in wait within the toxic subspace clouds. It powers up its weapons and lurches towards your ship. So they have something called a putrefactor too, which basically creates toxic gas, but it can also do hull damage. So it's something we need to prioritize ASAP. Also, apologies for the lack of videos. I have kind of been feeling a little down and thus haven't really been YouTubing all too much. I did, on the bright side, start going to the gym a lot more, which obviously is very good. I think the game is still a little bit loud, so I'm just gonna lower it a little bit more. It should be fine. There should still be plenty of volume. So I got a pretty strong weapon fairly early on. This one, I literally was flying, no combat, and this a random event happened where basically it just went, oh hey, their crew is floating through space and has discovered a floating rock. You investigate. So you could choose to investigate or to let it just float by. I chose to investigate, and I got rewarded with, well, this weapon here, which has honestly been carrying me. It takes 22 full seconds to charge, but it's honestly really good. I like it. I can choose between 2 things. I'm always going to go for immunity to suffocation, because immunity to suffocation is awesome. So I'm actually going to probably just yeet these things away. We'll grab that. And then we go. Let's go ahead and equip the immune to suffocation on my main boy. Give this guy this one and give him a weapon, because why not? And we will probably just warp. Now I got a sneaking suspicion I'm going to die as I try to kill that boss. but who knows? We can try our best here. Let's just try. So your ship arrives in front of a massive supply depot left behind by an Imperial fleet. We are the Imperials, by the way. The depot appears to have been abandoned for some time, but the sheer size of it suggests that there may still be supplies left to be scavenged. So we can basically choose here. We can choose to search the depot. We can choose to ignore the depot. But because we have our sensor level over here more than 2, we also have a special thing here. Our senses are strong enough so we can conduct a detailed sensor sweep. So I'm gonna go do that. These are things that you would miss. Honestly, not bad. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, so he has a displacement caster, a thunder bombard, a storm bombard, and a vortex launcher, and a shit ton of health. But here's the kicker, right? You see all these people? They're not that strong. I think what I'm gonna do is skip the dialogue. We're going to take 1 power away. Actually, hang on, let me, damn it, fuck. Yeah, fuck it. We'll do it like this. We're gonna load this. We're gonna launch over at the... which one? Let's launch over to that one. We can't launch over to that one. Let's launch over here. And we will... what is this? Shield oh. Oh, damn. Okay, we're gonna focus fire this one. Immediately... I'm gonna keep my eyes on things here. What do you do? Okay. What is draining my strength? Something is draining my strength. What? I think we might die here. Yeah, we're dead. They killed our captain. So that's how this game can go. So this is the starting ship. You have your captain here, your commander, your crewman. So you lose if your commander dies, but your other crew members can die. Because you can, there's places on the map where you can talk to merchants and you can basically get dead crew people back. Let's do one run from the start so you guys can kind of see. Now you can choose between normal, normally, easy, and hard. I've got it on normal. So this is the story. The God King has fallen. The Empire is in despair. Brother fights against brother as the ruinous cults sweep through the stars. The very fabric of reality trembles before the onslaught of demonic swarms. Deep within the Imperial core worlds, one final hope exists. To rekindle the flames within the vault of souls. To the Empire, you are a blasphemer. To the cults, you are a heretic. Trust no one. Let none stop you from bringing the renegades of this forsaken realm to their destined annihilation. So that's the story. You prepare your ship for subspace translation. So these are the weapons that you start with. You start with a very simple 2-shot cannon that recharges 12 seconds, does 1 hull damage. There's a small chance of a fire appearing in the room, and you can do minor crew damage. So crew damage means if there's a crew member here, I target this room here, and it shoots, it will hit the crew member. So this is a relatively okay. We're gonna go in there. I want to up my I want to up my difficulty. So we encounter a techno-cult vessel under attack by an Imperial patrol ship. We'll attack the Imperial ship. So we're basically attacking our own kind. So I'm actually going to check real quick. No, okay. They don't have cargo. So sometimes ships can spawn with cargo, which basically mean there's like a golden chest or a, I believe, I've also seen a blue one. There's like a golden kind of crate that you can pick up, and you can either kill everybody on the ship with any way possible without blowing up the ship. So without taking this down, you can kill the crew members. Or there are abilities in this game where, for example, my commander has a ancient translocator, which basically I can click on this and then I can teleport to the room, and there's a recall button up there waiting for me. So this is basically the ship combat. This is the vast majority of this game. You'll be waiting for your weapons to recharge, and you gotta time them. There is an auto fire button over here. Most of the times that's a bait, because what happens when you auto fire both, oh, I'm mistiming there, you will probably get their shield down, and then your other volley will happen when they have their shield up. So right now, because I mistimed my shots, I gotta wait for this gun to recharge for quite a while. But here we go. Oh, well, we missed all of those. So your engine actually powers the ship's subspace drive and allows it to dodge enemy attacks. If you have somebody at that station, you will get a higher chance to dodge. And there we go. We win our first combat of the run. So we get 35 scrap metal. Scrap metal is your currency. And you get munitions. Now munitions are special because not every weapon is the same. These are weapons that don't require any munition. They just require power and time. Power is directly taken from your reactor over here, and you can level those up in here. You'll see that over time as I get enough points to actually make an upgrade. So we're gonna go up here because I want to go to the listening station. I want to see what they are talking about. Several small chunks of twisted scrap roll lazily past your viewport. You continue on. So there is a chance of that happening. You know, nothing. A good old nothing. You come across a hidden outpost of the Raider clans, though it appears to have been deserted long ago. There is still a functioning signal relay in one of the side antechambers. So you continue. The relay utilizes an ancient and powerful technology capable of broadcasting messages at ranges far greater than conventional equipment. It is said that certain Raider clans use this technology for managing their networks of operatives across the galaxy. You have the opportunity to broadcast a transmission. We're going to pledge allegiance to the Raiders. Several days pass and an encrypted message arrives along with a small package. We hear you. We will put the word out. You better not mess this up. We will be watching. So, Raider Outlaw units appear more frequently in rewards and merchants. And we can only have one of these shrines active at the same time. We get 33 scrap as well. This brings us up to 100, which is always nice. I need to make sure to go. Actually, I can go both. I can stay on the top. Let's go to the top. Oh. You arrive in system and immediately find yourself in the middle of a massive Corsair fleet action. They are performing a raid on an Imperial starship manufacturing complex. And you are caught in the middle of it. Several Imperial ships have already emerged from the complex, ready to fight off the Corsair fleet. You only have a few moments before somebody notices you. I'm going to defend the Imperial complex. You lock on to the nearest Corsair ship. Void Bandits. So there's different races. Like as I said in the intro, this game is a lot like Faster Than Light, but the abbreviation is more known as FTL. FTL is also a space adventure roguelite type game like this. In my personal opinion, a lot of people in the Steam comments are not agreeing with me when I say this. I personally think this is a much better game from what I've seen so far. This game handles the playstyle, the overall gameplay feeling a lot better than FTL. And people have as... Oh. The battle continues to rage. You scan for more targets. I'm going to attack the larger one because I'm ballsy. They only have a bolt cannon. They cannot pierce my shield. There is essentially... Oh, they only have 4 people. There's essentially... There was this comment on the Steam page for this game where they were basically shitting on it, saying that this game tries to copy FTL and it's just a shameless ripoff. It's not a ripoff. It is heavily inspired. But what this game does better is there's a lot more nuance in boarding. So in Faster Than Light, boarding is basically when you go on top of the enemy ship. Boarding is a strategy that was a lot more was a lot more focused in Faster Than Light than here. So their comment was like, oh, in Faster Than Light there's a lot more creativity. This game really forces you to board. It doesn't force you to board, but boarding does help you a lot. So it's very easy, to example, for my hero here to teleport in their shield room, disable the shields so my ship can do full damage, and then I can always recall them when need be. But that's just somebody being a little bit stupid. This person has already been fought. There's blood in there. See that? So they have 6 health. We have 30. Now a little bit of a, I guess not per se tip, because I'm still very new to this game. I've not won a single run. But something that I do a lot in FTL as well, the first zone you typically can kind of get through without upgrading. So you can save up your scrap for when you're going to a merchant and potentially buy a game-winning carry weapon. Which is pretty much what I'm going to be doing this run as well. Oh look, hey. A small chance of fire. There was fire in the room for a second. So they can't shoot because I've disabled their weapon. And then they die. Against ships with low shields, that's a good strategy. Against ships with high shields, what you want to do is you want to focus the engine or shield. So you can get the shield down. Oh, another of the same ships. They have some fire. They were already fighting. They only have 3 health left. So there's 2 people. They don't have any cargo on them. So there's no real need to do anything crazy. They only have a normal bolt cannon. So I think you know what we do. We shoot their weapon. And we watch them die. We watch them take their final breath. Boom, boom. And there you go. The early stages of this game might not seem interesting, by the way, but this game gets very cool very quickly. It gets very cool once you have... Oh, okay. This game gets very cool once you have a couple items. So you scavenge the shipyard with corpses and manage to cobble together a functioning husk. I don't know how we did this, but a husk is a machine slave. He's right here, and I'm going to make him manage my shields. So the difference between having your system kind of just doing itself versus manning it, when you man it, you see here there's a manned bonus, so it gets a 10% recharge speed. Same goes for the engine, get 5% evasion. Weapons, 10% charge speed. If I don't turn that on, your weapons will not charge nearly as fast. Now in FTL there's a thing, your crew people, I think the humans, have skills that they can learn. So the more they man a shield, the better they get at it. This game, as far as I've noticed, does not have a mechanic like that, but honestly, it's fine. Because I personally didn't really like that mechanic. Oh wow. Oh hey look, Virgo. I didn't really like that mechanic because it kind of made me feel like the game is trying to kind of advise or like slowly motivate you to be AFK. Because what a strategy was, a genuine strategy, is level up your shield very quickly and then just go into a fight where the enemy doesn't do enough damage to break your shield, and then just stay there for hours so you can max out your level. It's kind of cheese stuff like that. But anyways, as your ship completes its re-entry into real space, a warning light flashes on your console, indicating the presence of a nearby vessel. Its shape suggests that it belongs to the Cult of Blood. And they fight. So these are thralls. Ritualists. Yeah, just a bunch of thralls and ritualists. So they have a thunder cannon. They can't break my shield though. They also don't have a way to man us. So we're completely fine, basically. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna focus down their shields here. I'm going to teleport my guy into their cargo room. Oh my god. So I teleported my guy into the cargo room, and the cargo contained this thing. Now this thing is amazing. This thing does a lot of damage, but it requires a lot of power. It is worth it going for that though, because the shield piercing and the damage reduced per shield pierced 1 is pretty fucking good. And the fact that it does 2 hull damage per room means that the bigger the ship, the more damage will do, which is going to be very important for boss fights. I'm actually probably fine just keeping my hero here. For now at least. I'm gonna give another volley. I'm pretty certain. There we go. Let's teleport our crew. Shoot the captain. Yeah, wow, we really clutched it. Our captain is 1 health. That is cursed. That is, oof, that's some great timing on my end. And there we go. Big ship done. So we got 20 extra scrap and 3 munitions, so it brings us up to 8. We don't have a way to use the munitions yet, but that's fine. I'm going to just keep disabling their weapons. They have an energy beam and a disruptor, so they do have potential to do damage to my ship. Because this thing, ion damage, for the people who have not played the other game, FPL, the game that this is based on, ion weapons turn off your system temporarily. Doesn't matter how much damage. It's like an EMP. You see here? I just got hit by it. My shield's down right now, so they do whole damage. See there? That's dangerous. You don't want enemies to be able to just do that in the early stages, because it's not really worth it to use your resources, your scrap, to repair your ship. Not at all in the early stages. So your ship tears into real space in front of an Imperial supply convoy. They appear to be transporting munitions to our nearby invasion fleet. So, because we're an Imperial citizen, we could requisition the supplies, which is what I'm gonna do. An Imperial trained crew member forges a false requisition order to be issued to the convoy. The convoy overseer abides by the false request and allots one of the supply vessels to replenish your stores. So we get this. We can't use this though, because we need a missile bay on our ship. And missile bays are things you can build on a thing. There is a wrecked Corsair ship here, but it has long been picked clean. You move on. So we got a choice here. We could go to the merchant, or we can go into a wound. I want to go into the wound. You come across a subspace rupture of unprecedented magnitude. It leads distortion across the fabric of space-time. Within the rupture lies the promise of unseen terrors and crueler fates. Approach the... Oh, this is new. As you approach the rupture, your senses begin issuing a warning alert. A hostile entity has been detected. Your view screen flickers to life. One step forward, and the stars will hate you for what you become. This is a pit lord. Summons 2 skeletons in target. Oh damn! So he can he can just summon skelly boys into my my room here. I don't think I am immune to suffocation, right? No, I'm not. Okay, so we're just going to focus down your shields. We're gonna walk you over here. We're just gonna do a little bit of micro for the people who play StarCraft. Micro is incredibly skillful thing to have, because it basically means, in short, micromanaging your people. And there we go. We got a micro shield. No, I'll go for the scrap metal, and I will increase the game difficulty. Thank you very much. This weapon requires 3 power, so what we need to have at least, if we do this, we can power this, because you see here we have 3 weapon power. However, only having this thing is not smart. So what we're probably gonna do is we're going to put... So this is in total 6, so this would require 6 power. We don't have enough money for that, I can tell you that one. So what we're gonna do instead is we can go up to 5, which means we have this and this. We won't have the bolt cannon, which I am completely fine with. So boom boom, and probably that should bring us to, yep, and there we go. We might actually be able... We are able to get all of them powered. Okay. So So do we have enough to power our shields now? We don't. Okay. That's fine. That is completely fine. It sucks that it killed our husk, but that's okay. It's not really okay, but it's fine. Our husk was very helpful for us, but we can always make another one. All we need for another husk is to quite literally just go to a place. So this is the world map. So there's, as far as I've noticed, there are the death cult, there's the war cult, there's the techno cult, there's the imperial cult, and all of them have different kind of ways to play. So the death cult, so far what I've realized is they have a lot of spells. The techno cult is a lot like that. They have robots, they have drones and stuff. Because it's pretty early on and I'm trying to save up and I'm not really that strong, we're just gonna go to a relatively normal room. So you can see here, the cross means it's a war zone. War zones mean that you're going to pretty much fight all the time. Exclusion zones are special zones with a lot of hazards, but with extra rewards. We're gonna go to a neutral zone. You arrive at a techno-cult-controlled sector. The priests of the machine cult are defined by their pursuit of knowledge and rationality above all else. Though some say many of their kind have taken these ideas a little bit too far. And we're going to keep the being a techno-cult boy, by the way. I'm just gonna scout real fast. So there is a mechanic here. There's a weapon dealer. We're gonna go here. So that's, we need to go the bottom route. You briefly detect a Gargothian vessel. On scan without it detecting you in return. Ionic interference from the nearby neutron star has masked your presence. This may be a good opportunity to gain the upper hand. We're gonna pursue. You attempt pursuit. Unfortunately, you fail to regain sensor contact with the cultist vessel, and they manage to escape. So that's a rare kind of thing. That specific interaction also has a chance, I believe it's 30% chance of you to find a ship, and it's a pretty strong ship, but once you beat it, you get a special item. So this is stuff that can also happen. A frozen corpse collides with one of your ship's antenna masts. Later, you discover a weapon caught in the mast and scaffolding. It's just a good weapon. I'm gonna equip it to my captain here, because he doesn't have a weapon yet. So this is a shaman. Honestly, I don't really have anything to do in the shipyard, so let's go here. Let's see what they have. Transfusion, purify, blood curse. They also have a blood knight for sale. We have enough to buy him, actually. Dead. Innate. Summon 3 rot spawn in target room. That's pretty funny. I'm actually going to do that. And I'm also going to get probably Blood Curse, to be honest. I don't see why I wouldn't get Blood Curse. Blood Curse is very, very good for people like this person. That's fine. It's completely okay. So we have somebody to man our engines once more, which is very neat. Very, very neat indeed. We need to remember that we need to be on the bottom side. Oh, another star. You briefly detect an Aeokine, don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, vessel on scan without it detecting you in return. Your signature has been masked by the nearby ion storm this time. This may be a good opportunity to gain the upper hand. We'll pursue. You close on the blood cult ship. Unfortunately, your approach is detected, and the cultists quickly turn to engage. Good for us though, because they suck. That stinks. I'm going to immediately go and just try and suffocate them, basically. So I'm gonna use this. This takes 10 seconds to charge. They're boarding me. $30 and $10. And we're gonna go and shoot here. We're gonna let this go and pop their shield. Oh wait, huh? Damn, that's really not that big, is it? Okay, this is going to hurt though, because it does full damage per room 2, so this kills them. Look at that. That is wild. So the Corsair over here needs to die. There we go. We're gonna warp before the Ion Pulse can... Oh, where are we? Even the vacuum-sealed environments of spacecraft cannot obstruct the reality-bending flux of vapors emitted by certain subspace rifts. The Raider commander attacking you clearly sought to use this fact to his advantage. So these are machine slaves. They have an energy beam, and they have a radium blaster. Radium blasters are cursed as fuck because they do 30 crew damage, which basically means they two tap my crew. They have 2 shield, so we should soon upgrade our shields. So you're supposed to be manning that, good sir. Corrosive gas detected. I'm going to spawn some funny boys. There we go. And we're gonna... Oh, I can... Okay, hang on. I think that's the most damage I can do. And it's gonna kill them, so it's good damage. There you go. But, yeah. My man is poisoned. Okay, that gas stays for quite a while, doesn't it? Damn. You discover a cache hidden within a comet. There are some arcane reagents within. Ritual materials to summon 9 fleshlings. Okay. 4? Yeah, let's go with that. Let's go to the shipyard here. And let's make ourselves a husk. Because I want somebody on my sensors. Sensors are very important. Transport vessel detected. We're gonna go here. Infiltrator. You are confronted by a raider warship. Their cargo hold appears to be full, but that does not stop them from wanting to plunder more ships. This basically tells me, by the way, this here, the cargo hold appears to be full, means that there's a lot of loot. So, us liking loot, I'm gonna go for the loot. I'm gonna suffocate them. Look how much damage that does, dude. Their systems are just gone. How did I make corrosive? Oh wait, it's rot. Yeah, it's rot spawns. Never mind. Makes complete sense. This is a very strong combination. If I can stay alive for just basically, I think 12, 10, 22, 18, 40 seconds. I can make a full volley and I can kill most of them in 2 of those. So there's a retributor here. Number of shots 3. Charge time 19 seconds. There's a medium chance of fire. but it shoots 3 times. So for a 19-second charge weapon, shooting 3 times is pretty fucking nice. I am going to get that actually, because it's better than this thing. So, and it would also line up this weapon a lot better. So we're actually going to go ahead and get that. And I also... Nah. Let's go ahead and upgrade. Let's upgrade our shields. Let's depower our boarding, because we're not really interested in that for now. Let's... No. Let's turn off our bolt cannon. Let's turn off our storm cannon. And that should be my new thing. Yep, we have enough power. Because it's the same power composition. We're fine now. An asteroid field. You encounter a technical survey ship amidst a small asteroid belt. They approach rapidly and appear to be heavily armed. Heavily armed my ass. They can't get through my shield. They're only shooting twice. There you go. That was their attempt. Is it my turn now? So I'm gonna probably just volley here, to be honest. Just all on the shield. There you go. And then because they don't have a shield, we can just keep shooting our bolt cannon here. And as these things come up, we can go in for yet another volley. Look at that. So that's kind of how you can get into the strategy of this game. As I said, it gets fun very quickly. It gets fun when you get some cool weapons. Oh, I didn't read that. You happen upon a technocultist vessel conducting an operation upon a fusion pylon deep within the solar corona. They are aggravated at being discovered and opened fire on your ship. So they don't have a way to board me. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna be a little bit funny here. And I'm gonna summon some skeletons. Now there might be some fire in a second. In a room with one of my guys, so we're fine. I'm gonna turn off your shields. I'm going to do a lot of damage to your... I'm gonna kill you. That is still so insane. I've never had this weapon before. We're gonna warp before it has a chance to add more fire here. So we approach yet another Stargate, so we can keep going here. Now I'm actually going to go into a war zone because I feel relatively confident here. Because we're quite strong. So there's another boss over here. We're going to try and kill the boss again, or at least become strong enough. We're going to go to that shrine over there because I want to be able to get some blood cult stuff. So we're gonna go continue. You will be my sacrifice to Ariok. I don't think I will be a sacrifice to anybody, good sir. I think you're going to be the sacrifice. How do you like not breathing? They have ways to infest. What weapons? Flare cannon. Creates a hull breach. How's about no? Oh, you do have a way to board me. I mean, okay. I'm gonna shoot your shield. And then I'm going to... Can I can't hit. Oh, damn it. Well, this is gonna hurt you a lot more than it hurts me. Let me move my boy here out. And let me bring these two in. Let me kill you long before you have a chance to do more damage to me. Skill those two, please. Thank you very much. Pledge yourself to the blood god. Calvis is injured. Cannot jump for 3 turns. That's fine. Go ahead and repair my engine, please. Thank you very much. Everybody return to your stations. And let's see here. We have quite some money. Let's see here if we can get some... So, oh, hey, the storm cannon is back. There's also a macro lance. I saw this in my previous run. It charges very quickly. 12 charge times. It starts the fights pre-charged. It gets 2 charges per jump. We don't have a missile bear, and this place does not have a missile bear loader. We could just go completely balls to the walls firepower here. Actually, we can. Would require just 1 more power up, and then we can have this one, and this one. I just won't be able to use the Devastator beam, but I think that's fine, to be honest, because we'll be just doing so much damage. We'll be shooting 9 times. And their timings are actually very easy to go for. I think what I'm gonna do it. I will simply just need a little bit more I will just need a little bit more power, because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we need 7. This is 6, 2, 3, 5, 8. We need... Oh, damn. Okay, wait. Wait, no we don't. We already have him. We already have both of them powered. Wait, what? What am I smoking? What? We can... Oh, never mind. We're good. We're fine. We're chilling. I was not reading it correctly. My bad. I apologize. Oh? You're not sure what a death cult vessel is doing so close to the sun, but you go to battle stations as it orients its bulbous form towards you. Because we're close to the sun, we have a chance of... What is draining? Strength drained. Yeah, it's fine. You're not boarding me, so you can drain me all you like. Extreme heat detected. That's fine. We're going to just completely turn off your engines in one quick volley. That's so much damage. So many ghouls. And we're going to do this. Can I save this? I think we're fine, right? This might be bad. Still a lot of them. No, I think we're fine. They should die here. Boom. Okay, we're going to need to jump here. As soon as we can. Please be a safe node. Shit. 2 shield magnetic pulse. Storm cannon. Can they pierce my shield? I'm going to quickly just breach this. That is very cursed. You need to go ahead and repair. Do I have anybody? No, I don't. Shit. Well. Controlled. You have mind control. How's about you don't? And teleport right on back. We're gonna be taking a little bit of damage here. Our shields are critical. What are you? Fiend. Damn. Okay, that thing needs to die. You guys are not immune to breathing, right? No? I'm gonna need to probably just vent them here. Oh, immune to suffocation. That doesn't do me any good, does it? I might straight up just die here because they're. I might just jump. I'm gonna jump. We can kill them first. This should kill them. There we go. Expires between jumps. Please. Damn it, the engine. Damn it. This is going to be kind of fucked. No, go back there. Use this. Okay, good. Good. All I wanted was the fiend to die. Now I need to get my ass in there and repair my oxygen. Shit. I didn't think I would die that quick. Damn it. Fuck. Oh. Well, that's how you know that this game is it's fairly difficult, but we got a good amount of points for this. Now I unfortunately don't have time anymore. I do have other things to do prior to this, so let me know if you guys would want more of this game. I'm going to keep playing this game, but if you guys want more content for this game, just let me know, because I like playing it, and hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. There will be something on the screen right now that you can click on, and I'll see you in that next video. All right, take care.